Hello and welcome to Module 4, Chapter 4. In this presentation, we will explore how supervisors should report on PLA-MNH group progress. This presentation is split into 5 sections. First, we will consider the responsibilities, knowledge and skills that PLA-MNH group supervisors need to supervise PLA-MNH groups. Then, we will look at the PLA-MNH group reporting system, before looking specifically at the reporting which the PLA-MNH group supervisors will undertake. Fourth, we'll cover what to do next after reviewing this presentation. And finally, we'll also give you guidance on how to get answers to any questions you might have. Let's turn our attention first to the responsibilities, knowledge and skills of PLA-MNH group supervisors that we'll be focusing on in Chapter 4. As presented previously, PLA-MNH group supervisors are critical and central to the success of the PLA-MNH group approach. They are the members of the program implementation team who enable the PLA-MNH group facilitators to support the groups to achieve their objectives. To do this, PLA-MNH group supervisors have 4 key responsibilities. First, supervising PLA-MNH group facilitators. Second, reporting on PLA-MNH group progress. Third, linking PLA-MNH groups. And fourth, building the capacity of PLA-MNH group facilitators. In Chapter 4, we are concerned specifically with building capacities in relation to the second responsibility, reporting on PLA-MNH group progress. We will specifically explore reporting skills. But first, let's look at the PLA-MNH group reporting system as a whole. All PLA-MNH group reporting starts with the PLA-MNH group secretaries. The secretaries are responsible for filling in the registers after every group meeting. The purpose of the register is to monitor the attendance of members. Monitoring membership, for example, seeing whether enough members regularly join, or seeing if adolescent girls and men are joining the groups, can give the facilitator and committee important information to build a strong group. We will talk about the group register in detail later in this presentation. In PLA-MNH group programs, every group will have a register. So in this example program, since there are 11 groups, there will be 11 registers. And also, every group will have a group notebook. So in this example program, since there are 11 groups, there are also 11 notebooks. The role of the PLA-MNH group facilitators is to sit down every month and collate information from the group registers from all groups in their catchment area, and use that information to write the group monthly reports. The purpose of the group monthly report is to monitor the progress of the group. Monitoring the progress, including group membership, achievements, successes and challenges, can give the facilitator and their supervisor important information to strengthen the group if needed. In PLA-MNH group programs, every month there will be 1 group monthly report per group. So in this example program, since there are 11 groups, there will be 11 group monthly reports per month. Depending on the design of the PLA-MNH group program, each PLA-MNH group facilitator may be responsible for writing 1 group monthly report per month, where they have 1 group in their catchment area, or multiple group monthly reports per month, where they have 2 or more groups in their catchment areas. So in this example program, 4 of the PLA-MNH group facilitators are responsible for writing 1 group monthly report each every month. 2 group facilitators are responsible for writing 2 group monthly reports each every month, and 1 group facilitator is responsible for writing 3 group monthly reports per month. The role of the PLA-MNH group supervisors is to sit down every month and collate information from the group monthly reports for all groups in their catchment areas, and use that information to write the supervisor monthly reports. The purpose of the supervisor monthly report is to monitor the progress of the PLA-MNH groups in the supervisor's catchment area. Monitoring the progress, including the group membership, achievements, successes and challenges, can give the supervisor vital information that can help them to support the facilitator and group members to build the strongest group possible. In PLA-MNH group programs, each supervisor will be responsible for writing one supervisory monthly report every month, irrespective of how many groups they have in their catchment area. So, in this example program, there are 3 PLA-MNH group supervisors, and they each have 3 or 4 groups in their catchment areas. As a result, they will be collating information from 3 or 4 group monthly reports to write their supervisor monthly reports. The role of the PLA-MNH group managers is to sit down every month and collate information from the supervisor monthly reports for all the supervisors in the catchment area, and use that information to write the manager monthly reports. In PLA-MNH group programs, each PLA-MNH group manager is responsible for writing one manager monthly report per month, again irrespective of how many supervisors they have in their catchment areas. In this example program, there is one PLA-MNH group manager, and they have 3 PLA-MNH group supervisors in their catchment area. As a result, this manager will be collating information from 3 supervisor monthly reports to write his or her manager monthly report. Finally, information from all PLA-MNH group manager monthly reports in the program area can be collated and entered into the PLA-MNH group program dashboard every month. The dashboard can be used by the PLA-MNH group program coordinator to track program progress, enabling the team to celebrate achievements, identify challenges, and come up with actions to resolve them. In PLA-MNH group programs, all group manager monthly reports will be entered into the dashboard every month. In this example program, there's one PLA-MNH group manager, so one manager monthly report will be entered into the dashboard each month. The dashboard can become an even more powerful program management tool, where data from the facilitator monthly reports is also entered on a monthly basis, and can be further enhanced where health management information system data on key maternal and newborn health indicators is also entered on a monthly basis. Monitoring PLA-MNH group programs using the dashboard will be covered in detail in Module 6. Before we move on to look at the supervisor monthly report in more detail, it's important to discuss data protection first. Since the register and possibly the group monthly report contain personal information about the members, it is important to keep this information private. Facilitators will have to store the register and report securely. Facilitators and secretaries should reassure group members that this information will only be visible to the immediate PLA-MNH group team for the purpose of the project only, and will not be visible to anyone else. So now let's look specifically at the reporting which the PLA-MNH group supervisors will undertake. As described just now, in PLA-MNH group programs, each PLA-MNH group supervisor will be responsible for writing one report per month, however many groups they have in their catchment areas. In this example program, there are 3 PLA-MNH group supervisors, and they each have 3 or 4 PLA-MNH groups in their catchment areas. As a result, they will be collating information from 3 or 4 group monthly reports to write their supervisor monthly reports. And this is what it looks like. Most of the information for the report will be collated directly from the PLA-MNH group monthly reports submitted by the group facilitators. However, PLA-MNH group supervisors should also use information gathered during the month from other sources. This includes the group observations they have conducted, the peer learning sessions they have coordinated for the facilitators in their catchment areas, and any other conversations or meetings they have had with group and committee members or other community members and leaders and other stakeholders. Once this information has been gathered, the PLA-MNH group supervisors should follow 4 steps to complete their monthly reports. Let's look at step 1. In this step, the PLA-MNH group supervisors should fill in these boxes on their form. Here they should record the reporting month and year, the catchment area name and/or ID as relevant, their own name and cell phone number, and the name and cell phone number of their managers. In step 2, the supervisor should refer to the group monthly reports that they've received in the month to complete the information in these boxes. In these boxes they should record the total number of PLA-MNH groups in their catchment areas, and they should count up how many of the groups have conducted each of the meetings, 1 to 11, and enter them into the relevant boxes. If no groups have conducted some of the meetings, they should enter 0. Looking at the group monthly report, we can see where the data for the supervisor monthly report comes from. Let's take a closer look. In this example, the supervisor needs to collate information from 2 group monthly reports. To do this, the PLA-MNH group supervisor should look at the number written under meeting 1 in each of the group monthly reports, add them together, and put that number under meeting 1 in the supervisor monthly report. They should repeat this process for all the meetings. So looking again at the example, they would do the same for meeting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and finally meeting 11. Let's move on to step 3. Again, the PLA-MNH group supervisors should refer to all the group monthly reports that have been received in the month to complete these boxes on their form. They should sum up the total numbers of the different kinds of members, that's all members, women, adolescent girls, pregnant women and men, and enter that data into the relevant boxes in the supervisor monthly report. They should enter 0 if none of certain kinds of members have joined the group. Looking at the group monthly report, we can see where the data for the supervisor monthly report comes from. Let's take a closer look. In this example, the supervisor needs to collate information from 2 group monthly reports. To do this, the PLA-MNH group supervisor should look at the total number of members recorded in column E in the 2 group monthly reports, add them together, and enter that figure into column J of their supervisor monthly report. They should then repeat this for all the different types of members. So looking back at our example, they would do the same for the total number of women, summing the numbers in box F of the group monthly reports to populate box K of the supervisor monthly report. And for the total number of adolescent girls, summing the numbers in box G of the group monthly reports to populate box L of the supervisor monthly report. The total number of pregnant women, summing the numbers in box H of the group monthly reports to populate box M of the supervisor monthly report. And finally the total number of men, summing the numbers in box I of the group monthly reports to populate box N of the supervisor monthly reports. Now finally, let's turn our attention to step 4. For one final time, the supervisor should refer to the group monthly reports that have been received in the month. The first thing they should do is review the minutes and achievements, challenges and actions recorded. Then they should also review any notes they have from observations, peer learning sessions and other discussions that have been conducted during the month. Finally, they should summarise all this information into a list of key achievements, challenges and actions, and then add them in this box of the report. Looking at the group monthly report, we can see where some of the data for the supervisor monthly report comes from. Let's take a closer look. In this example, the supervisor needs to collate information from 2 group monthly reports. To do this, the PLA-MNH group supervisor should look at the minutes, achievements, challenges and actions recorded in both reports, add this to any points they have identified from their notes or observations, peer learning sessions and conversations, and record a summary of all of this in the relevant box in the supervisor monthly report. And that's it. The final step is to submit the completed report to their PLA-MNH group manager. So, what should you do now that you've reviewed this whole presentation? First, we recommend that you update the Module 4 Progress Tracker. And second, we encourage you to do exercise 4.1 to reinforce your learning. Having reviewed this presentation, you may now have some questions. If you do, please don't hesitate to contact us by email or phone. One of the team will be happy to help. Enjoy the course.